Well, I just want to start by saying, just heard obviously some horrible news about one of the coaching staffs of Grambling State, assistant coach, getting a phone call in the middle of a game that his mom passed away. It's just horrible. I don't know backstory. I don't know much about anything, but it's a reminder, unfortunately, about that life is a gift. So our condolences to Grambling State and to the assistant coach. That's certainly tragic. As for the game, I told our guys going into the game, I said, this will be the hardest game you've played all year, by far. And that's no disrespect to Grambling State, but you play an FAU opening night, there's going to be emotion, there's going to be excitement. You play Colorado on the road, Pac-12 school, packed house, you're going to be fired up. It's human nature when you see a Grambling State, and it's no disrespect, they can beat anybody, they got good talent, they're well coached, to take your foot off the gas. And I was proud of the way we really revved it up in the second half. I thought Javonte Johnson obviously was terrific. Jalen House, it's back-to-back games. It's first time in school history that we've had back-to-back game of 7+ steals with certain guys. I thought Jethro was really good in the second half. So a 25-point win, great. A lot to learn from, and we've got a huge game on Saturday versus a terrific team. So we got to get some rest tomorrow and then get back to work because that is a very good team, so we got to be ready.
You want to start with that second half. You guys were up just, 4 at halftime. First 5 possessions for both teams, I guess, out of that second half was first 7 possessions with 5 turnovers for them, and you guys hit, I think, 5 or 6 buckets in those first possessions. So you extended it real quick. I don't know if that was a message you sent at the halftime. I don't know if you're went for the Gipper emotional halftime speech giver or something like that, or if they just kind of started clicking.
No, it was all me.
Good job.
No, listen, I wasn't emotional by any means. I just told them, I said, guys, it's you have to trust the experience of the coaching staff when you have so much inexperience. And you look at the guys that have been consistently pretty good along the way. It's been House, it's been Mashburn, it's been Taryn Todd. Why? They've got the most experience. So I just told them, trust me, fight through it, turn up your energy, be more disruptive. Offensively, we play like we have a lot of speed and talent. I don't know if defensively we have until the beginning of that second half. So we were disruptive. I thought Jethro bothered a lot of shots at the rim. We did a better job rebounding, clearly a weakness. But we closed that gap. We were down 10 for a lot of it and closed it to 6.
I asked about the start of the second half. Let me go to the start of the game then. When you benched 2 players, you never singled anybody out. I'll ask you if it was them, but I guess we can probably read between the lines. But you sent the message. Two regular starters weren't starting today. And what was the message to the overall team?
Well, it wasn't just those 2 guys. I was very upset after the Colorado game. I was, because I thought we could have won the game. And I didn't think we were collectively, and it's not just Jethro and Jay, that's not why I took them out. It's not just their fault. I just didn't think we were collectively all pulling in the right direction. That's normal when you have so many new players. And I wanted to give it a look, see if Sebastian, maybe we can get a little bit more chemistry there. So it wasn't anything that Jethro or Jay specifically did. I just wanted to mix it up a little bit and see if, we could get a little bit more energy and enthusiasm. It's a 40-minute game. They weren't punished by any means. That wasn't the point of it. I thought Jethro really, really responded, certainly in the second half.
And with that, Coach, you mentioned closing the gap on rebounds. Is that something at this point now that you're still concerned about it, and was tonight a trend in the right direction?
Oh, I am extremely concerned with it. We're not physical enough. We've got to coach it better. We've got to drill it better. We will get Saquon back at some point. We will get E-Man back at some point. That'll help a little bit. But Grambling's not an overly big team. Now, Colorado and FAU are. They're bigger than us. Our bodies will change. This is a young group. But there's times where we just got to execute better. So I got to do a better job of coaching it. We'll obviously have an emphasis on it with also being fresh for Saturday because it's a huge game.
Late in the second half, I saw you kind of a little bit upset there, maybe on turnovers when they threw away the ball, went out of bounds, gave it back to Grambling. After the first game, you said turnovers, the lack of, something you were happy about. Coming out of this game, is this some kind of a big takeaway that you're going to be preaching in?
Yeah, we just get casual with the ball. We've got a lot of good guards who shouldn't turn the ball over. House is a way better decision maker to turn it over 5 times. I thought they were speeding us up, playing into their hands a little bit. They cut it to 7. We did a good job of responding. I mean, it's a 40-minute game. But, yeah, I thought we were loose with the ball when they were trying to speed us up.
Is Saquon, is that an update you can give us with practice time at least or something like that?
There's nothing official yet. I think we're slowly bringing him back. He hasn't gotten fully cleared, but it's trending in the right direction. There's too many doctors out here in this world. I don't want to be one of them. But it's trending in the right direction. When he's specifically back, I don't know. But he's getting back on the court. He hasn't done contact yet, but he's been out 2 months. So the non-contact's coming back, which is great. But, I don't know what their protocols are and everything, so we'll just listen to the doctors on that. But he's moving in the right direction to come back.
Can you give a medical answer as to when Eman will be back?
No.
Doctor?
Dr. Pitino. No, I don't know. But he's also moving in the right direction. Do I think it'll be Saturday? Probably not, but we'll see.
He's going to talk after you. Jamal was just kind of steady tonight. I mean, it was 11 in the first half, 7 in the second half, and kind of finished strong late. I'm curious what you think of his game, because it wasn't as emotional like as a Jalen House. I didn't see a whole lot of bad necessarily. It was just kind of steady throughout.
I think he stinks. No, that's what Jamal is. He's and that's okay. Like he is. Jamal comes in every single day, and it's amazing how intentional he is. He doesn't come in. He's all business. Doesn't mean he's not fun. He's a fun guy, but he's competitive. Every day he comes to work like he's a pro. He comes to practice to work on his game, not to get through it. He goes into the weight room to get stronger. He eats the right way because he knows his body is important. And then when he goes out there and competes, I got a guy on the court who will do whatever it takes to get the win. He's not worried about stats. We've got great trust in each other. I trust him. He trusts me. Man, he's the only one who played for me last year. So the more time that comes, develop that, and that can be very powerful.
In the second half, they threw a press at you. How good is it having that backcourt to be able to handle it? Because I, from my vantage point, I only saw like 1 turnover late at the end.
Yeah, I mean, they were trying to speed us up. We got a little bit sped up at times. But, yeah, I think when you have Jamal, you have Jalen with his speed. We probably, press offense-wise, didn't give him the answers to the test, so to speak, so we got to do better there as a coaching staff. But, yeah, we need to have more assists. Our turnovers have been pretty good. We need to have more assists, but those guys are good decision makers.
Coach, we heard from Javonte Johnson earlier. Just what did you make of his overall performance tonight? And, as we're talking about all these guards, where he fits in that group.
He was terrific. I'm playing him at kind of an undersized 4 right now because E-Man's out. Guys that you can't talk your way into playing time. But you can come and talk to me all you want, knock on my door, and what's my role, and blah, 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 all that nonsense that people tell these guys to do. Javonte, like I was saying about MASH, he is intentional every day. Practice at 10, I'm going to get better at 10. There's no fluff. There's no nonsense. And you're seeing him get better. So you keep playing like that, you're going to play a lot of minutes. And he impacted the game in a big way today.